Have you ever noticed your brain becomes its own horror movie director the moment the lights go off? No danger in the room, no threats, no problems, but your mind starts whispering. What if something goes wrong tomorrow? What if I fail? What if something bad happens for no reason at all? Funny thing is, your brain doesn't do this in the morning, not in the afternoon, only at night when everything is calm. Why? Why does the human mind intentionally torture itself the moment we try to rest? Tonight, I want you to imagine that I'm sitting with you, not as a YouTuber, but as a doctor, a psychologist, and as someone who has studied the midnight mind for years. Because what your brain does at night is not random. It's a survival mechanism misfiring. And if you understand this mechanism, you won't just stop nighttime overthinking. You'll understand your mind better than 99% of people. Let's begin. Here's something people rarely understand. Your brain's number one job is not to make you happy. It is to keep you alive. And thousands of years ago, nighttime was dangerous. You couldn't see predators. You couldn't see enemies. Darkness meant uncertainty. So, the human brain evolved a system. When the world becomes quiet, your inner guard becomes loud. Your brain starts scanning your life. Did I miss something? Is something unsafe? Did I leave something unresolved? And if it finds nothing, it creates something. Because an active mind once meant a surviving human. Now, it just means you're lying awake at 1:37 a.m. wondering why that one person didn't text you back. Your brain is not broken, it is outdated. But there's another layer. A philosopher once said, "Night is the time when the mind stops running and starts revealing." During the day, you have distractions: scrolling, work, food, noise, people, screens. Your problems get buried under activity. But at night, nothing is competing for your attention. No notifications, no noise, just silence. And silence is the most dangerous mirror because it shows you everything you've avoided. This is why small issues feel huge at night. There's nothing else for your mind to hold on to. And your brain hates a vacuum, so it fills it with anything it can. What if this goes wrong? What if I embarrass myself tomorrow? What if my whole life falls apart? But these aren't predictions. They're reflections of things you haven't processed emotionally. And you can't heal what you never face. But wait, there's something even deeper going on. A doctor would tell you this. At night, especially between 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., your brain enters a different chemistry. Less dopamine, less serotonin, less logical filtering, more limbic activation. In simple terms, your emotional brain becomes stronger. Your logical brain becomes weaker. This is why your fears feel bigger, your confidence feels smaller, your doubts feel heavier, your worst-case scenarios feel realistic. At 2 p.m., you'd handle the same thought easily. But at 2 a.m., the emotional part of your brain is driving the car. You're not dramatic, you're chemically different. But there's a beautiful twist to this. People who overthink at night are not weak. They're sensitive. They're imaginative. They're deep thinkers. They just never learned how to control their depth. And that's what we fix next. Let me tell you something that changed my life. Your brain would rather imagine a terrible outcome than stay in uncertainty. Because at least a terrible outcome feels known. This is why your mind invents problems at night. Not because it wants you to suffer, but because it wants a sense of control. If your brain predicts disaster, it thinks it can avoid disaster. So it creates stories. What if I lose this? What if tomorrow goes wrong? What if people judge me? What if I mess up? But these aren't fears. These are attempts at control. But imaginary problems don't solve real ones. So here's the antidote. This is a psychologist-approved technique. It works ridiculously well. Use it tonight. Step 1. Write down the thought. It may help to use a pen and paper. When you write it, the thought moves from the emotional brain to the logical brain. Your amygdala calms down. Step 2. Ask these 2 questions. Is this happening right now? Is this something I can take action on tomorrow? If the answer is no, your brain relaxes automatically. Step 3. Promise your brain a plan. Say to yourself, I will handle this tomorrow at 10 a.m. Right now, my only job is to rest. Your brain loves scheduled control. Step 4. Replace the image with a positive one. Your mind thinks in pictures. Replace the stressful image with a positive one. Example: a calm lake, a sunrise, your future self peaceful, your happiest memory. You're not escaping, you're rewiring. Step 5. Slow breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 6 seconds out. Within 120 seconds, your nervous system resets. Your body is a machine. You just changed its settings. Let me tell you something as a philosopher, as a doctor, and as someone who has spoken to thousands of patients. Nighttime overthinking doesn't mean you're weak. It means your mind is louder than your environment. It means you're deep. You're imaginative. You're self-aware. You care. You feel. You think. Your brain creates imaginary problems at night not because your life is falling apart, but because you finally slowed down enough to hear the noise inside you. And the moment you stop running from that noise, it stops chasing you. So tonight, remember this. You are safe. Your mind is just trying to protect you. You are in control, and you can retrain your brain one night at a time. Take a breath. You're going to be okay.